Guys, I don't know how many times I have to explain this to you, but if you haven't heard about Anchor, let me explain what it is. Anchor is the easiest way in the world to make a podcast. First of all, it's free. And to add to that, there are many creation tools that allow you to record and edit your very own podcast right from your phone or computer. I am, in fact, using my phone right now to record this advertisement. So, as I continue, Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, many more different podcasting outlets, and in fact, you can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. All you need is a few listeners, and guess what? You're already making money, and you're already distributing your podcast to all the outlets. Everything you need is in one place, and guess what? Right on the App Store, right on the Google Play Store, you can download the free Anchor app, or on your laptop, you can go to Anchor.fm to get started on your very own podcast, just like mine, Athletes in Adversity. Welcome, everyone, to today's episode of Athletes in Adversity with your host, Justin McCarthy. We get a big episode for you today. We are, in fact, on the Tom Brady watch, just like everyone, and we want to find out where Tom Brady is going in this free agency period. Now, today we're going to be breaking down the top 5 places that he can go in no particular order, so I hope you guys enjoy today's episode. Let's get right to it. Let me start by saying here that this is an article by Nate Davis of USA Today. Thank you, Nate Davis, for this article, and this is the article I would get all my information from on today's episode. Now, let's get started. The top 5 teams Tom Brady might go to. So, I'm going to start at 5, the Los Angeles Chargers. Now, this is in no particular order. I just want to get that out of the way. These are just the top teams that Tom Brady may have a chance at going. So let's start with the Chargers. A highly talented roster with an exceptional group of intermediate targets. That is a very great statement because they have wide receivers like Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, Austin Eckler, and Hunter Henry, who just got franchise tagged, in fact, by the Chargers. But you know what the Chargers need, in my opinion? I think the Chargers desperately need a better defense. Last year, with their defensive problems, LA couldn't make the playoffs. They couldn't make the playoffs. They had Phillip Rivers as a quarterback. They have already stated that Phillip Rivers will not be the quarterback of the Chargers next season. They are done with him. And with moving into that new stadium, to put fans in the seats, they're going to need a great free agent signing. In my opinion, that could be Tom Brady. Tom Brady, I don't know if they're going to go all out for Brady, though, because I don't know if they want a 42-year-old quarterback, but 43-year-old quarterback, excuse me. I don't know if they want that, but Tom Brady, in fact, just opened his new studio in LA, so I think that's might be a key sign that he is going to sign with the Chargers, but you never really know. To continue here, I think it's a win-win. I mean, Brady gets his production studio in LA, right? And then he's also playing in LA with the Chargers. Also, he has Bay Area roots, so honestly, for him, it's a win-win with the Chargers, and I think it could be a great decision for him. Now, they have a great offense. They need defensive work. Can they pull it off? I don't know if they can win the Super Bowl with Tom Brady, but I think they have a pretty good chance of making it far in the playoffs. So that was just my thoughts on him going to the LA Chargers. Do I think it's a win-win? Yes. Do I think it's a good decision for Brady? No. Now let's go second here. This is going to be my top choice to where Brady is going to go. And in fact, Bruce Arians is the head coach of this team. And that's right, it is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Not those stupid Miami Dolphins in Miami. This is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is a franchise that desperately needs a quarterback. With Jameis Winston becoming a free agent, they're going to need a quarterback to get them in the right direction. And Tom Brady is that man. Tom Brady is going to go into Tampa Bay and he's going to lead that team to the playoffs, and he can do it because They have a great wide receiving core with Mike Evans. They have a decent defense. I don't think it's the best, but they're going to definitely sign a lot of free agents that are going to improve that. They can trade for people. And as well as with Mike Evans, guess who is going to be on Brady's side? That's right, Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown is going to sign with the Tampa. If Tom Brady goes to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Antonio Brown is definitely going to sign with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers because he wants to start fresh. If Tom Brady goes back to the Patriots, which I will get to later in this episode, but if Tom Brady goes back to the Patriots, Antonio Brown is not going to come with him. And that is my opinion, and I know that's a lot of people's opinions. There's no way that Antonio Brown will go back to the New England Patriots if Tom Brady goes back to the Patriots. There's no way Antonio Brown's going to go there with what happened with Kraft in that big situation that happened earlier in the season where they cut Antonio Brown. Now, Tom Brady, why do I think Tampa Bay is a great place for him? Well, he can get his family down there. It's nice weather. It's not like New England. I live in New England. It's freezing cold all the time. It's rain. It's snow. It's hot. It's cold. It's whatever, It's just crazy up here with the weather. So getting his family down there, it can give him a great new experience. It can give him great new atmosphere. He can be playing in hot weather instead of cold weather. I know Brady's kind of a cold weather guy, but I think Tom Brady can do great things for that franchise. I think he could lead the red and black attack to the Super Bowl. That's right. I think Tom Brady can take the Tampa Bay Buccaneers all the way to the promised land and get them back to where they were in 2002. And I think they can, if Tom Brady goes to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and they give him 2 years, $60 million, $30 million a year, I think he can take them all the way to the Super Bowl. And they have to improve on the defense. But this, in my opinion, will be one of Tom Brady's top choices because multiple reports have said out there that Tom Brady has a chance to go to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and they're going to go all out for him. So, that's it for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Let's move on to the next team right after this little break. Let's talk about team number 3 here. Now, team number 3 is a little dark horse candidate here, and it's one that I'm going to throw out there for myself. What about if Tom Brady showed up next season in a Cleveland Browns jersey? Yep, I know Baker Mayfield's the quarterback of the Browns. I know that he is a great quarterback. I know he's a great guy, but let's be honest here. Who better than Tom Brady to bring the Browns to the playoffs? Who is the better guy? You think Baker Mayfield can get the Browns to the playoffs? I mean, he couldn't do it last year and he couldn't do the year before. And you know how many teams would be thriving to get Baker Mayfield on their team? Listen, they can sign Brady, right? This is a dark horse candidate, the Cleveland Browns. Nobody's saying the Browns, but I'm saying the Browns. Brady can go to the Browns. The Browns can trade. The Browns have a great defense. The Browns can trade for offensive weapons to put around Brady. Think about this. Tom Brady, Odell Beckham Jr., Antonio Brown. Tell me that team is not sexy. Tell me not. That team is the greatest team ever assembled. Those 3 guys on that offensive team would light up any defense in the NFL. Tell me not. You can tell me. You can say I'm wrong, but that team would light up any team in the NFL. And their defense is already pretty good. So, I think if Tom Brady were to sign with the Cleveland Browns and they trade Baker Mayfield for another offensive weapon, maybe a running back or something, just imagine that team. Tom Brady, Odell, Antonio Brown. Tell me not. Tell me not that's a great team, and that's a team that can win the Super Bowl. That's a Super Bowl contender in my opinion. The Browns can win the Super Bowl if they sign Tom Brady, and it was said here first. But do I think it's going to happen? Probably not. But I think it's a great choice for Tom Brady if he were to sign with the Cleveland Browns. Let's talk about another team in the running for Tom Brady. How about the San Francisco 49ers? Now imagine Tom Brady running down that tunnel at Levi's Stadium, and it's him with their great running game, their great wide receivers, and their great defense. That is a Super Bowl team. The San Francisco 49ers can win the Super Bowl if they get Tom Brady. And you know what I say to the people saying, oh, you guys keep Jimmy. Jimmy's such a great quarterback. Jimmy's this, Jimmy's that. He's the chosen one. No, he's not the chosen one. Jimmy Garoppolo sucks. And I'll say it here first. Jimmy Garoppolo is not a good quarterback. The only reason the San Francisco 49ers were in the Super Bowl is because of their running game and their defense. That is the only reason the San Francisco 49ers were in the Super Bowl this season, and it showed in that fourth quarter against the Kansas City Chiefs how poorly their offense is and how poorly their quarterback played. Their offense is good. Their quarterback sucks, and I will say it here first. Their quarterback is not good. Jimmy Garoppolo can be shipped out to a different team, maybe the Patriots, who knows. But Jimmy Garoppolo can be shipped out to a different team for great assets. And, of course, wherever Tom Brady goes, in my opinion, Antonio Brown's going to go too because they're best buds now. So imagine Tom Brady as a San Francisco 49er with Antonio Brown by his side, that great running game, that great defense. That's a Super Bowl team. That's a championship team. And with Kyle Shanahan as a coach on top of it, they can build an offense for Tom Brady. They can build an offense with a running game. They can do quick slants to Antonio Brown. They can do a lot of stuff with that team. And that team will be a great team if the San Francisco 49ers want to pull the plug and sign Tom Brady. Now, the final team that I'll talk about is, of course, the New England Patriots. Tom Brady heading back to New England and heading back to the team that made him who he was and the coach that made him who he was. Because Tom Brady did not make the New England Patriots. Bill Belichick made the New England Patriots. Tom Brady rode Belichick to the promised land. And without Belichick and without Bledsoe getting hurt, Tom Brady would never saw an NFL field. And that's the statement that I will live by. Tom Brady will have never made it to where he was today unless Drew Bledsoe collapsed his lung on that field during that preseason game. And if Bill Belichick never decided to put Tom Brady in the game, Tom Brady would be a nobody without Bill Belichick. I would not even be making this podcast right now if Bill Belichick didn't see what he saw in Tom Brady. Because Tom Brady was the 199th pick in the draft. He was a 6th-round pick. He was a nobody until Bill Belichick saw what he saw in Tom Brady and until Bill Belichick coached him to where he needed to be. And with Bill Belichick's guidance, he became the greatest quarterback of all time. Now, as it goes, I don't think the Patriots are going to pay him the money that he wants. I don't think even the Patriots want Tom Brady anymore, if I'm being honest with you. But it is probably the most likely option that's going to happen. Tom Brady will do what he always does and sign back with the Patriots because that's what Tom Brady does. He always takes the minimum. He does what he needs to do. And I think Tom Brady, deep down in his heart, cannot leave the New England Patriots. I think Tom Brady's going to look at that Tampa Bay Buccaneers offer, see the $60 million, and think back to all those moments he had with the Patriots and all those great times and all those great memories. And he'll look at his legacy and go, I can't do it. Because that's what Tom Brady does. He can't do it. He can't pull the plug on offers. He doesn't want to leave the Patriots. He wants the respect from the Patriots for him to sign back. But Tom Brady will do what Tom Brady does, and that is sign back with the New England Patriots. And in my opinion, That is the most likely option that will happen. Tom Brady, I'm going to leave it down to two choices, actually. I'm going to say Tom Brady goes to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers or he signs back with the New England Patriots. Those are my top two choices for Brady. The other teams are underdogs in the running for Brady. I don't think it's going to happen, but I think it's great to talk about those other teams and those dark horse candidates that maybe we don't even know about, like the Cleveland Browns. Also, I'm going to explain one thing. I didn't put the Raiders on the list because I don't think they're very interested in Tom Brady. It would be cool to see Tom Brady and Gruden together, but I just really don't see that happening. I know Vegas is a great place, but I can't see that. I don't see them pulling the trigger on Tom Brady. I don't see Gruden being that type of guy to go for a 43-year-old quarterback over Derek Carr. Now, Derek Carr is not a great quarterback in my opinion, but he's decent, and I think they're going to roll with Carr. They're going to keep him in the system. They're going to try to build around him, and I don't see them pulling the plug on Tom Brady. But, yeah, that's what I think. Tom Brady may be a New England Patriot or Tampa Bay Buccaneer by the end of this free agency journey that he's going on. Thank you guys for listening to today's episode of Athletes in Adversity. Again, I'd love you guys to go follow my Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. My Instagram is Athletes in Adversity, as well as my YouTube and Facebook page is also at Athletes in Adversity. That is Athletes in Adversity. And my Twitter is AthletesinAdversity. Go follow my Twitter. I will be posting episodes on there as well as my YouTube channel. I will be getting this episode of this podcast as fast as I can up on there. And go subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button on my videos. Make sure to subscribe. And make sure to go to my Patreon page and pledge at least $5 a month. That's all you need to do. $5 a month it takes for the show to keep running. And, of course, if you want to be generous, do 10, 15, and become a legendary Patreon and help me with the show. Help me, give me creative ideas, etc. That is for $50 a month. But if you can't do 50 or 10, please do $5. That's all I need is $5 a month to keep this show running. I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you guys continue to listen to my show, and I hope you guys continue to be supporters of the Athletes in Adversity podcast right where you are listening to this show. So, thank you again. I appreciate everything you guys do for me. So, I'm signing off. See you in the next episode.